Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Lady CoCo Show. I'm streaming live tonight right here from Dallas, Texas, 75 South. Tonight we have a special guest all the way from Louisiana. We're going to be bringing him on shortly. If you guys would go ahead and share before we bring him in, and we're going to get the show started. Last week we had double shots on the show. He did really, really good. And so tonight we're back again with another good artist, Southern Soul, Blues, R&B. He's going to tell you guys exactly who he is and what he got going on, okay? I'm going to give you all one of his songs. Look like the Wi-Fi is moving kind of slow tonight. So while I wait for some of you all to tune in, I'm going to play one of his songs at least.
Can I drop it low with you? See my music. Make it good.
Something.
Can you drop it, baby? Can you drop it, baby? It must feel good to you, baby, to know that I've been watching you. Yeah, I got my eyes on you, baby. And it surely feels good to me, baby, to know that you've been watching me too. So I made my way across the road, and I grabbed your hand, and I said to you, baby, can I drop it low with you? Make it do what it do, because I declare I love. Why they play this song? Can I drop it low from behind? Ask me so kind. Can I drop it low when you love me? Can I drop it, baby? Can I drop it, baby? Baby, call you pain in them jeans. And you got the boots on.
Hello, everybody. I'm about to bring my guest in. He goes by C. Wright. So let's welcome him to the show tonight. Good evening, C. Wright. How are you doing?
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
How
How's
are
it going?
you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Let yourself.
I'm doing good. I'm excited about chopping it up with you tonight on the Lady CoCo Show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes. This is not our first time. I think this is our second time, right? Second
Yes,
time
ma'am.
around?
Yes, ma'am. It is.
Yes. So it's good to have you back.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to share just a little bit before we get too far off into it. And if you guys would do the same thing, share for Danny Doche. How you doing, girl? G&G Next Level Entertainment is in here.
Yes, indeed. That's family. That's family.
Yes. And welcome everybody to the show tonight. All right. I shared a couple of times there. Okay, look like it's moving kind of slow, but we're gonna get going anyways. I'm gonna give you a few moments to share also, see on
Yes,
your
ma'am.
side. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing over here. Welcome everyone. I see you guys coming in. Looks like my Wi-Fi is moving kind of slow tonight. Um, DJ K Money, good evening to you. Let's see who else we have over there. I'm looking at your names. See what we got over here. We got a lot of devices going. Betty Nelson. Hi, Betty. Dallas, Texas is in here. Y'all know we have to share a little bit before we get started. That's what we're doing, sharing just a little bit. Okay. Oh, I can see. Annette Thomas, how are you? Good evening to all of you all. All right, see, let's get right into it. How has things been going with you since we last chopped it up? I believe it was last year, probably, and I can tell you about when it was. Last year, it was around this time of the year.
Yep, it was around this time of the year last year that we actually had a chance to interview and
Uh-huh.
pretty much see where things was going with this
Yes,
music.
yes, you won the People's Choice.
Yes, ma'am, I sure did.
Yeah, I
And
don't remember who your component was, but I know you won. I do know that.
I appreciate you for always showing love, to all the artists out here. Sometimes some artists feel like they being overlooked, but I appreciate you for, showing a lot of love to a lot of artists out here. It's much
Yes,
appreciated.
sir. Yes, sir. I mean, I try to take my time to do it too, instead of just throwing something out there. A lot of times I notice people, they get out there and they do stuff, and you can tell they're just doing it just because they've seen somebody else do it, and it's sloppy. Whenever I
Right,
do something, I want to make sure it's right. If your music is good, I know it's good, and that's where I step in, and push the music as far as I can. One person can't do it, but if you do find one person that is sincere about what's going on, that sincerity can make you go to the next level. Just last
absolutely.
last Tuesday, the young man that I was interviewing, he ended up getting a show from being on the interview while he was being interviewed. And so it's things like that, that makes the Lady Coco show different than some of the rest of them. I'm almost 5 years in doing this. And so I have branded myself to the point where I do respect the artist. Some of the things that I see that goes on, I don't like it. But at the end of the day, on my end of it, on 75 South, I make sure it's professionally done. And so
Right,
that's where you draw the line when you out here doing it right versus wrong, or just doing it just because you see somebody else doing it.
right.
So,
And we greatly appreciate everything that you do. We appreciate it.
yeah, and you're so welcome. All of you all are so welcome. A lot of you all thank me for what I do, and so I appreciate you all as well. And so let's just get right off into it. From a year ago to now, what have C Wright been doing? What have you been into?
Well, on the music side, I've recently got with G&G Next Level Entertainment.
Yes,
Jonathan,
congratulations.
Jonathan, Jonathan Gibbs. Things been going well.
Hmm.
Been actually going in a lot of areas that I've never been exposed to.
Hmm.
People know who I am. They know the music, but they never met me personally. They never, put the face with the name. So,
Hmm. Hmm.
that's starting to happen in a few different areas, and I'm humbly grateful for that. Because a lot of times people be wanting to see the artist, they hear the music, but they don't never know who you are.
Exactly right. So, what has been your experiences since you've been with G and G Next Level Entertainment?
It's been pretty exciting. Been going to a lot of different areas. Been getting introduced to a lot of different situations and people. Uh,
Hmm.
a lot of people starting to really know who you are and know the limits of what you're capable of as far as where your gift is concerned. And
Hmm.
I've been doing this for a very long time. So it feels good to actually get in a lot of those areas that you really never been in. So
Hmm.
that people can really get exposed to what you have to offer to the music industry.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I must say to you, you have an amazing voice. Your music is on point. You can tell that you are a professional recording artist. It's not just thrown together. So, I salute you for that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Much
So when it
appreciated.
comes to your music, the background of you, where does that start? Where does it come from?
Well, actually, I'm originally from a little small town called New Iberia, Louisiana, uh,
Mm-hmm.
but I reside in Lafayette, Louisiana. So when my childhood year coming up, my childhood years wasn't the normal childhood like most kids, that was coming up. I spent a lot of my Monday through Friday was going to school, and my weekend was on the road with the family gospel group, and we was in different areas singing in different churches, and we did it all. From musicals to tent revivals, we did it all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where a lot of the music come from. I come from a family of singers.
Okay. Okay. And so who were the strongest singer in the family? Who had the strongest voice in that
Well,
family?
I wouldn't say that the strongest voice. I wouldn't say that because I feel like God bless each one of us individually in His own unique way. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of time when some people hear me, they be like, "Man, you sound like Donald," which is my oldest brother. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on what you're singing and how you delivering it. But for the most part, I think we all blessed in our
Mm-hmm.
own way. Musically, this not something that we were taught. Pretty much, is you could tell that it was God given because we didn't take no lessons on nothing to do what we do. It's just natural. It's just natural.
Right.
So anything that you can do with the less amount of stress, it's your gift. So a lot of people need to really tap into that and pray and ask God to really show them what's their true talent and what's their gift. Because anything that you can do almost effortless is your gift. That's the gift that He placed inside of you for you to share with
Absolutely.
everybody.
Absolutely. Well, it's good when you can have a background of a singing family because it does motivate you to, go to the next level, go to take the next mile, down the road. Sometimes when you find artists, nobody was doing any singing in the family and they saw
Right.
somebody else do it. So let me try this too. And then they become discouraged. And so when it comes from a family genre, a family, then that's a totally different story than just, I'm gonna go out there and swim and possibly drown. A lot of times we start swimming and we really can't swim the best that we think we can swim, and
Right.
we
Right.
drown. We do. We drown. And so you have to learn how to bring yourself back up and get on top of the water and just float, you know?
That's fact.
It's,
That's fact.
so it's good, that you grew up around a household or a family of singers because I'm pretty sure that's where you get this voice from. Your voice is just amazing to me. It's so different to the point where if I put at least 4 people, I could choose your voice over those people. That's how different it is.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
that different. So do you consider yourself a Southern soul artist, R&B, soul music, or where do you fit?
Well, when I get asked that question, I consider myself to be an artist. Period.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Um, because I don't think I would like to put myself in a box so much. For the simple fact that I can pretty much sing anything. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I like different genres of music, as far as like Southern soul, R&B music, country,
Hmm.
rock music. I can sing it all. I can sing anything.
Right.
So to me, don't so much categorize yourself and put yourself in a box in one genre because people gonna want to start booking you just for that.
Hmm.
And you don't want to me if you're a well-rounded artist, you want to leave the windows of avenues open for you to get booked in any area.
Right.
So if you have the music to go in that area and go perform in that area, why not? But sometimes when you put yourself in the box, sometimes they're gonna be like, well, I want to have a I want to have a country show tonight, or I want to have an R&B show tonight, but this guy is good. We can't get him though because he don't do R&B music, or he don't,
Right.
or he a Southern soul artist. So,
Hmm.
but sometimes when people start exploring your catalog and they see that man, this guy has R&B music, Zydeco music, Southern soul music, country music. So therefore, when it's they have a festival or anything going on, they know that you have a catalog where you can actually get on that stage and sing anything. So I,
Absolutely.
I would say I would like to put myself just in the category of just being an artist. Period.
Okay. Okay. So let's ask it like this. How strong are you if you were asked to be booked on an R&B show? How strong is your music?
I have a catalog of R&B music. I
Okay.
don't just have like one or two songs. I have a catalog of R&B music. I have a catalog of Southern soul music. I have a catalog of blues music.
Mhm.
Sometimes when people ask to book these artists, of course some of us might not be a household name yet. I'm gonna say yet. to,
Mhm.
to to where you can say, well, they'll put you on these big shows like Blues All Right Tour and all that other stuff. You might not be one of those names yet, but if you go do a little research, you'll actually really see who actually takes this music stuff serious. And what I mean about
Absolutely.
that, the only way they can know if you take it serious is if they go do research and check and see what kind of catalog you have. Because anybody can really get hot off of one song. But what you gonna do? You gonna go to the show and perform that one song, and then you're gonna do five or six covers?
Mhm.
You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So they go and see, man, for the price that this artist charging. If he charging this price, let me see how serious he take his craft. And your catalog gonna tell how serious you really take the craft.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what's your take on, I saw an article out there, and it caused like a brow with the artist. Um, they were speaking on cover tunes. When you go to the show, do you think that the artist should sing cover tunes?
Well, my take on that is, if you're an artist and they paid you to go there, you do what you want first of all, and stop worrying about what the other person thinks or what the next person thinks. Whatever you put together that makes a good show for you, that's what you
Hmm.
do.
Right.
I think in life in general, a lot of people, make decisions and they make moves based so much off of what everybody's gonna think. But at the end of the day, you got to keep this in mind. You know, you only can pave the way for yourself, and how you pave the way for yourself only matters to you if it's going to benefit you.
Hmm.
So I don't be on that stuff about don't do no cover songs. What if you go to an area and nobody know you in that area? So if nobody know you in that area, sometimes you can just do your own stuff, but they don't know your music. So
Right.
why not open up that show with something that they might be familiar with?
Hmm.
And once you open up and you crack that can of worms with that first song that they're familiar with, and they be like, man, this dude really can sing his tail off. Now they're very interested in everything else you have to offer.
Absolutely. And here's the thing in Southern Soul. We have to say Southern Soul because we're kind of like right there in the middle of Southern Soul and
Right,
surrounded by other genres of music. And so it's so true. If no one knows you and you come up and you sing, they give you three songs. Let's say they give you 12 minutes. So in 12 minutes, you can do three songs. And somebody may say, Lady Coco, why do you say people can do three songs in 12 minutes? Well, let me tell you why. I'm a female DJ, right? And so
right,
each song is in between 3 to 4 minutes.
right,
So one song you're going to do 3.5 minutes. The next song you're doing 3.5. Your last song might be 4 minutes. That's your 12 minutes. And so you have proven yourself in 12 minutes what you can do. So to me, there's nothing wrong with doing two cover tunes. And now you got a hot single out there. Now you do your hot single. And guess what? They're going to remember exactly who you are from singing those Tyrone Davis or Erica Badu, and then bam, you just hit them with your new hot single.
right. I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with
so
that.
I mean, it doesn't take long for just one individual to see, an artist do what they have to do, and it doesn't take long. A lot of times, people don't believe within the first 30 seconds you can tell what that artist is about to do.
Right,
It's almost like the Gong Show. You know what I'm saying? You remember the Gong Show?
absolutely. Right.
You get up there and they done gonged you out within 45 seconds. You off the stage. But
They figure you wasn't cutting it, huh?
it's dang, dang, dang. But here's the truth of the matter about Southern Soul. They allow everyone in. There is no structure really, and so anybody can come in. You don't have to knock to come in. You can come in the front, back, side doors, and I think that's why it is the way it is. You can speak around it or just be point blank singleness edit and say, hey, if it was a situation where um, We had a board. We had people that you have to go to before you get through the door. It
Right.
possibly may be different, but in this case, it's just wide open. And so the chaos is there. Everybody is fighting, seem like, and everybody is bickering. But there is a handful of people that I know out there, and they mean their business. Like you're one of those guys that you're all about your business. You're all about your business. So I like that about you. Being who you are and doing C right.
Well, for the most part, the way I look at this, I look at it as if you're an artist. I speak for myself as an artist. Uh, I try not to get involved in the politics of the Southern Soul and all that other stuff. When
Mhm.
you get into a debate about this, and I don't do the debate stuff. I don't really care for mess and stuff. Period. That's just not my
Mhm.
thing. I focus on just making music because
Right.
at the end of the day, the world is surrounded by music. The world revolves around music.
Mhm.
Music. When you're having a bad day, music. You put on a certain song, it can turn all that around.
Mhm.
So really, the structure and stuff of music is very heavy. And to me, I try to make something for everybody. You know,
Absolutely.
you don't know what you're going. You don't know. I don't know what you're dealing with. I don't know what kind of mood you're in or whatever. So I try to make music for everybody. So, but I focus more on the music because that's what's important. Because really and truly, just like I tell my team, if you keep making music, the more you make music and you build up that catalog, you can make money with that music while you sleep.
Exactly
If you
right.
have if you have enough of it,
That's right.
you
That's
got
right.
you got to have enough music.
You have to have enough. And the thing about it is, see, the world doesn't stop because we're sleeping.
Right.
Somebody's always up another 8 hours while we're sleeping eight. You know,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
so your music is always going. And so when people realize that, okay, you went to bed at 10 o'clock last night and you got up at 5 o'clock the next day, and you go check your status of music, it's like, wow, what happened when I was asleep? Somebody was still up and they was doing opposite of what you was doing, and your music
Right.
kept going. Somebody is constantly playing it. And so that's why you have to make sure whatever you put out, it represents you, because
Absolutely.
people are looking at you.
It have to. It have to. It have to.
Yeah,
That's why your name and your brand should be everything to you. That's one of the main reasons why I don't get involved in foolishness and all that other stuff. Because your name and your brand.
that's
That's
right.
all you have. That's all
Hmm.
you have. And
Absolutely.
whether you open your mouth or say nothing anyway, people are so quick to tear down. What I'm saying, your name or to ruin your reputation behind foolishness.
Hmm.
So to me, I don't mind. I'm not one of those the type to where if I hear my name in something, I gotta go run and call whoever. No, I'm not going to call you at all until you address me personally. It
Hmm.
don't even matter to me what you say because to me, people gonna do that for the rest of your life. They
Oh,
they
yeah,
they they
most
gonna they gonna talk and do that foolishness for you. So I don't chase that.
definitely. Hmm.
I focus on the music. I
Hmm.
keep making music. So to me, if you talking about me, that means I'm doing something good, and I ain't doing nothing but making good music. So
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Well, if they're talking about you, that means you are doing something good. I mean, unless they just don't have anything good to say about themselves, because a lot of times you find individuals, they're not happy with themselves. And so since
true,
they're not, and they see you're doing good and you're making boss moves, of course they're going to have something to say. They're going to walk around and always have this long face. Now they want to get somebody to be a part of the negativity that they bring. And so you find yourself doing that versus doing what you're supposed to do, and you fall short daily simply because you're not where you're supposed to be.
right?
It's just that
Absolutely,
simple. It's another thing I saw out there, has nothing to do with you, but and even myself as an artist, I saw this list going around last week, and it caused a big stank with a lot of artists and stuff. And so it had so many artists on there. So somebody had to come together and do this, right? And
right.
so they were naming different artists and saying this and saying that. Then I saw again where they said, okay, they have Mississippi versus Louisiana. Did you see that?
No, I really didn't. I really didn't. This is my first time hearing about it. Like I said,
Yes.
for the most part, when it comes to a lot of this music stuff, especially when it comes to social media, if I ain't on there trying to post something positive or sharing some music or something like that, I really don't even be looking for the foolishness, and
Yes.
I don't let it. I try not to let it find me either.
I'm
So
gonna have to look on there and see if your name was on there. See.
well, if it was on there, God bless him. God
Well,
bless
well,
him.
here's the
I'm
thing.
a, I'm gonna keep making music.
Okay, well, it wasn't a bad thing, right? But it
Right,
was almost a bad thing simply because what they were saying is this: they had a lot of people on there that are very, very new, and then some of the ones that's been out there, doing this for a while, they didn't have their names on there too, so it caused a stink because of that. Like you want to recognize somebody been here for 6 months to a year, but you don't want to recognize the people that's already been there and have branded themselves. So who made the list? So when you see something like that, you really have to be like you say, basically being your own grown man and just ignoring the foolishness because it can cause you to get out of character if you feel some type of way about you putting in that work and you know that you have worked hard to get
right,
yourself where you are. Now you're caught up in this stuff that they're putting out there. You don't know who put it out there. You don't know why they put it out there. Maybe they put it out there just to get something started. And that's the thing, I talk about where is the structure? Where is
right.
the structure in Southern Soul?
Well,
Everybody has not everybody, but a lot of them have a brow. And there's no reason for the brow because it seems like everyone is trying to get to the next level. They're trying to do the same thing, trying to capture good music and put themselves on a platform so they can be seen, booked, and unbothered in a way where, look, this is what I'm doing. Like what you're saying, this is
right.
what I'm doing. So all this other stuff that they got going on, it really needs to come to a halt so we can all move forward.
Right, right. Because I get a lot of phone calls on a daily basis. Honestly, I get phone calls where this music industry is concerned. You'll never see me take to social media and all that about it. I listen, and my same response. Man, I focus on the music. Like they have a list for everything, just like they done made an award for everything.
Yes.
And the thing is though, folks call me all the time. They're like, man, they recognizing a lot of these people, but how long have you been doing this? And we've been following you for how many years? And it was
Mhm.
like, man, your name ain't on nothing. So at the end of the day, my name only belongs on a tombstone when I leave here. That's the only thing my name belongs on. I don't care about
Mhm.
no list. I don't care about no list or no awards and none of that other stuff. If it comes, it comes, but that's not no focus of mine.
Exactly right.
My main focus. As long as my family is taken care of, I'm good.
I like
That's my
that.
focus. As long as my family good, I'm good. So to me, it's easy to get caught up and sidetracked by all that foolishness. So once you don't get caught up, you got caught up in all of that. You're creative. Took away all the creative juices from where you could be sitting down there trying to write something, and actually put a hit out there because you
Yeah,
know tapped into foolishness.
you tapped into
You know what I'm saying?
foolishness.
So
But you know what?
I
But
don't
say
have
that
time for that.
again. You said, wait a minute. I want you to go back and say what you said. Your name only belong where?
On my tombstone when I'm gone. That's where my name belongs. At. I don't care about no list about who made this list, who made that chart. Let me ask you a question. My thing is, like I said earlier, my family is what's important to me. So when all these lists come out with everybody name on it, and everybody be like, "Oh man, man, thank you, I appreciate it." Now I do it too. If my name is on something, I got to show gratitude and appreciation for my name being on that list. But at the
Right.
same time, what is that list doing for my finances in my house?
That's right.
That list ain't keeping the lights on. That list ain't putting no food on the table. That list ain't putting no gas in my vehicle. So to me, that's what's important. That's why I don't get in my feelings if my name ain't on the list. It don't matter because the
Hmm.
only place my name gonna end up on is on the tombstone when I'm gone.
That's right. That's right.
You
And
know
you,
what I'm
you
saying?
know what?
So
Here's the thing. I mean, you're so right. Even when it comes to, and we didn't get on here to talk about this, guys, but when someone is mature and they can talk about the business, then that's where you can take that conversation, right?
right,
If you look at the award shows, it's year after year after year, and constantly there's an artist feeling like they're left out. They're left out. They're
right,
left out. They have the ones that's been here, like I said, 6 months to a year. They're nominated on every award show. And the ones that's out here really grinding, been grinding for years, is overlooked. So how do you pick your people? You cannot tell me a person that's been out there, an artist, 5 years, been out there, 10 years, they're overlooked every year. I've been in Southern Soul 5 years, and I see
Right.
all the lists. I see all the list of the nominations, and so that's why every year I speak on it because I see it. If I didn't see it, I couldn't speak on it. I don't go by what somebody said or I heard. And like yourself, a lot of these artists, they're to the point, but they do not care if their name is not on the ballot. Because sometimes you
Right.
find these artists, the new ones, they don't really know what it's all about. They don't know what it entails. They don't know the details. And so they find themselves possibly maybe putting money into the basket so they can be a part of an award show. It's not all
Right.
of them that do that, but that's why you find a lot of artists that's new. They're being promoted on the award shows. The old ones is cast down. You see,
Right.
they'll start it out with the artist that was out there for 5, 10 years. Then the next year, you find all the new and upcoming artists. What happened to the
Right.
ones that's been out there really grinding, really have branded themselves, and they do deserve an Oscar. They do deserve whatever it is you putting out there. They do deserve. They deserve to be honored for what they do. But when you don't do it, you put yourself in a situation where you say, "What? I really don't care. I don't care
Right.
because I know who I am and I know what I stand for, and I have branded myself to be who I am."
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah,
And that's what it boils down to, you know. And it's not that nobody feeling salty or anything about anything. It's just when it comes to a point to where you start asking yourself, what's more important? What's more important? And to me, that's not something that I want to waste my time or my energy on focusing on. That's foolishness to me. You know, at the same time, like I said, I can keep making music, you know, and let the
absolutely.
music work for me. You know,
Absolutely.
because just because this one person might not like your music or might not listen to your music, that that one person don't mean nothing about the other thousand somewhere else who actually listens to your
Exactly.
music, who actually stream your music and buy your music.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody's entitled to like and listen to whatever you want to listen to. That's your choice. That's your
Hmm.
choice. But don't knock that artist because you don't like it. Somebody else might like his music. The same person who you telling, man, that don't sound good. That might be the same person that probably listens to that artist every day that you talk to. So why always say something negative? If you got something negative to say, just don't say nothing about the artist at all, and
Exactly.
don't listen to their music. It's simple.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's
And
simple.
you know what? Here's the thing, too. Like, if everybody can learn how, because most of us don't know how to get along, but learn how to get along. Tell me why I don't like this female artist. Just tell me why. Oh, I don't know. I just don't like her. Well, why you don't like this guy? Well, his music is all right, but I ain't got nothing for him. You don't even know why. So when we get to the point where this is business to us, and not just, oh, I'm about to come out with a song. Oh, I saw somebody come out with a trail ride, so now I'm gonna do a trail ride.
Right.
Nobody has their own mindset to do what they're supposed to do. What is it that you really want to do? So everybody want to go teach this, they want to teach that. Okay, so I just saw C Wright come out with this Zydeco song. You know what? I'm gonna do a Zydeco song too. Before you know, you got 5 people at the same time doing a Zydeco song. But you weren't even
Right.
thinking about a Zydeco song until you saw C Wright come out with a Zydeco song. You didn't even think about even doing a R&B song. You didn't think about none of that until you saw somebody else. So when you learn how to brand yourself and you have your own ideas and you got your own team, that's why I love G&G Next Level Entertainment. That guy always has something on the brains.
Right. Right. All day long.
It's never a dull moment when it comes to strategizing and that's all you talk about is work, 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 work.
Right.
That's it. And so when you can get with somebody like that and that person is off into just working and getting you to the next level, you want to be right there.
Right.
Everybody
Right.
don't do that. It's all about this and that. He's about that business. He really is about that business. So shout out to G&G Next Level Entertainment. I don't know if he's on here this evening or not. He probably is, but I
Mhm.
don't see his name. But I say this to you. Um, just keep doing what you're doing and being an inspiration to some of these new and upcoming artists because a lot of them are so lost. They are
Right.
so lost. They don't know which way to go. A lot of them don't know who to turn to, because it seems like, I thought this person was for me, but they turned out to be cutthroat. You have
Right.
to, there's a lady I talk to sometimes, she say, you have to pick your battles. And whether your battle is good or if it's bad, you have to learn how to pick your battles. So let me ask you this question. So if you had to select a group of people outside of music that you wanted to deal with versus this thing called music, what type of people would you deal with on a day-to-day basis?
Uh, well, first of all, I'm a Mason, so I'm heavy into masonry. So I like dealing with good brothers, good upright brothers. Besides that, I like being around people who actually trying to do something positive in communities. Like if you going somewhere and you doing a lot of mentoring, or you doing a lot of public speaking, especially to try to grab the youth, to try to stop a lot of the things that's going on in the world right now, to change their mindset. You know what I'm saying? To doing something positive. That's the kind of people I would like to be around, and I like to be around people that's always trying to do something positive. If you got a lot of negative talk all the time, that's not for me. We're not good company. We're not gonna be good company at all, because I have a low tolerance for foolishness. And I think that comes a lot with the job I have. I've been doing law enforcement now. Almost going on 20 years now. So
Right,
you know, I have a very very low tolerance for foolishness. So I don't care to be around stuff like that. As long as you're doing something positive, it don't matter who you are. And as long as you got positive advice, even when something is going left, if you can come down there and try to turn that thing around and spin it around and make it out something good, to me, I pay attention to stuff like that. The way I look at it, I'm like, that's somebody I want to be around. I need a little bit of that
right.
to keep rubbing off on me, because I'm not gonna be good all the time. You can't,
That's
you
right.
can't, ain't nobody good all the time. But then,
Nobody.
if you surround yourself with a, with,
Uh-huh,
with a couple of folks that's steady trying every day to keep going that direction, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be all right, because they're
uh-huh.
gonna hold they're gonna hold you accountable.
Absolutely. Let's talk about that real fast. You said nobody is going to be good all the time. So for the goody two shoe people that say, I never get in no trouble, I never do this, I never do that.
It's a
Okay,
lie.
so we just telling y'all tonight that that's a lie. That everybody, every now and again, they fall short, because I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. I say some stuff sometimes. Now, when I say it, I mean it, and I don't take it back. That's just me. But at the end of the
Right.
day, it's like,
Hey, at least you're being honest. At least you're being honest. Right.
see, if I say it, I mean it, and I tell them, Lady Coco said it, and I'm not gonna take it back. That's just me. I can't.
Right.
I can't
Right.
sugarcoat. I can't sugarcoat it. But I'm not perfect, and I'm not one of those people to go by what I heard. I cannot come on here and say what I heard, but I can talk about what I see. If I see it
Right.
and I heard you say it, I can call you on it. But if somebody come and tell me you said it, no, I can't come and say, yeah, I heard C. Rice said. No, 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 no. I can't do it, because now I'm falsifying information. I don't know who said what, and that's where a lot of people get twisted and go wrong. So that's why I asked that question. Outside of music, what type of people do you intertwine with? And that's a good thing, when it comes to this business. If you're already intertwining with good acting people, you can come over here and become a pro at this thing.
Right. Right. But if you that tight, that any little thing stirs you up,
Yes.
it's gonna be a long journey.
Yes.
And if you wear your feelings on your sleeve, to where anything get to you, oh well, I think she was talking about me. I don't know if I want to even go over there
Right.
no more. 'Cause you don't know if she was talking about you or not. But if you that type of person, it's gonna be a long journey. Matter of
It's
fact,
gonna be a long journey.
you might not stay on the journey too long, because people like that, they get discouraged very quickly, and they get
Yes.
aggravated very quickly. So next thing you know, oh, I don't want to do music no more. Behind on account of somebody else. How you gonna let somebody else take you away from something that you love? Now that's what's important to me. If you
Mhm.
claiming that this is something that you love, and you can let somebody else take you away from something that you love, it wasn't all that important to you from the beginning.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm gonna tell you something. I sit here and watch with me in the seat that I'm in. I pay attention to it all. So I have the good tea and the bad tea. Now, sometimes I
Right.
come and talk about the different teas, and other times I don't. I just wait. I have to get my plate full enough. So I push this button. I'm gonna talk about your raggedy behinds. I'm gonna call you raggedy because you're in the raggedy seat. Anytime you
Right.
come up here, just because it's not going the way you think it's supposed to go, now you go on social media and you tell the whole world, I no longer want to be a Southern Soul artist anymore. I'm not singing anymore. Then you got about 20 artists coming to your page and say, oh, don't give up. Oh, don't you do that.
Yeah, a lot of
What
that is
should I do?
publicity stunts. That's publicity stunts. They know they're not leaving. They know they ain't going nowhere. They just need a little attention. That's all it is. And that's the way of
Little
grabbing it.
thank you. Yes.
That's all it is. You know, they got a lot of attention seekers now. You know, they want people
Mhm.
to feel sorry for them. You know, and guess what? And guess what? I ain't knocking those people because it be some of those people that do that, and right after that they drop a song and pew, it takes off. So whatever gimmick you got that works for you, man, hell, do it. Long as you ain't hurting nobody, where you going to jail or nobody dying, man, do whatever you got to do.
Exactly right. If you,
Whatever you
yes,
got to do. So that's on you.
right. Every 6 months, you come on here and say, I'm not singing anymore. I'm done.
Yep.
Every
And,
six
and,
months.
and, and from that one post, you're gonna get over 100 to 300 people that's gonna get on there and feel sorry for you. And those same 1 to 300 people might get on there and go stream or buy that new single that you done dropped. And now they cheering for you now. Oh, we told you not to quit. Oh, that
Yeah.
song is hitting now. That song jamming. Now, and guess what? Little you sitting back there in the corner, you saying to yourself now, man, I just made a shitload of money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you got to see this for what it is and know the game, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't entertain a lot of this stuff. You know, I just stay focused on the music. That's all I can keep saying. I focus on the music because at the end of the day, you may not, even if you're an artist and you're not on all these shows, if you're making good music, and like I said, that one or two, five, six, or even 10 that say that they don't care for your music, they might have another 300, 400 who does. And at the end of the day,
Exactly.
they still streaming that music and they still buying that music. So guess what? That little 10 or 20 or whoever ain't gonna make no difference. You still getting paid.
Absolutely right.
You
Absolutely.
still
But
getting
here's
paid.
the thing, too.
So
See, it's so true. Here's the thing. Like, if the artist can find themselves supporting each other, it would be even better that way versus not. Girl, I don't know you like that, but I see we're doing the same thing. So let's support each other. You know what I'm saying?
right,
You don't even have to be on a show to go to the show to support a sister or a brother. Just go.
right.
And just with you going to a show, it just might be a promoter that say, you know what, I saw you on Facebook and you was out there promoting yourself doing that. So I got a show coming up in a couple of months or so. I would love to have you. So when we
Right.
can stop being selfish, a lot of that other foolishness will go away. Learn how artists versus the artists support each other. I
Well,
guarantee you, if you do that and stop all the bull crap that's going on, it'll move. I look
well,
at, go ahead.
you know what happened. What I can speak on that and say, I say that some of them do support each other,
Yeah, you got
but
some.
but they do it secretly. They do it secretly. What's wrong with you getting on social media sharing this brother or this sister song and saying, man, you know what? Y'all need to go support this sister. This song is hot. Or support this brother. But you know what?
Yes,
They're gonna come in your DM though, and they're gonna tell you, man, that song fire. Okay, why you can't tell me it's fire where everybody can see you saying it's fire?
right,
You know,
right.
what is it taking any money out of your pocket? You see, the thing is, everybody trying to compete. You know, that's just like how I feel about this area where I live. In this area right here, I'm from the same area where Cupid at, Tucker, Roy Anthony, we all come from the same area. And if you ask me, we got some of the hottest music
Yeah,
in this entire area. I think this whole area would be more well known and it can actually skyrocket even higher than what it is right now if we had more unity. If we had more,
mhm,
just think about, like you said earlier, just think about if all these artists collectively would actually come together and join forces around here. To me, Louisiana, period, or not just the area where I live at, man, it'll be strong. I mean, like it's like really strong if everybody would come together. If
Come
everybody would
together.
come together,
Right,
it's
right.
just like everybody trying to compete. But at the end of the day, people gonna support who they want. Your fans, you can't tell the fans who to like.
Absolutely
And
right.
and
Let
the
me tell
thing
you
is,
something. That's why I said to you about 10 minutes ago when I saw that they were saying Louisiana versus Mississippi. No, 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 no. Louisiana is very strong. Mississippi is very strong. You get a lot of your
right,
backbone music from those two areas, Mississippi and Louisiana. You can go to Louisiana and find your artist. If you're really looking for one, you can go there and find one. If you go to Mississippi, you're going to find you one. You're going to
right,
find one, and you can make something out of them too. But don't start acting like, okay, who's the strongest, Louisiana or Mississippi? Now you're causing the artists to be against each other because they're trying to see, okay, we got this person in Mississippi, we got that person in Mississippi, we got this one in Louisiana. No, come together.
right,
Come together. And like you're saying, if I'm supporting you, why does it have to be a secret that I'm supporting you? Oh, I don't want this person to know I'm supporting you, so I'm not going to share your stuff. It's free to share on social media platforms.
right.
It don't
It
cost you
don't
a dime.
cost you nothing. Don't cost you nothing.
Don't cost you nothing. And,
Nothing
and
at
I can
all.
tell you this: when I do my interviews, I'm constantly telling my audience to go follow this artist. Now, I'm not gonna go tell them to go follow some bullshit because I ain't about the bullshit.
Right,
It's just that I'm
right,
not gonna tell
right,
you that. But if I know it's a good artist out there doing their thing and they're trying to become successful, you'd be surprised that your fans on social media can push you to the next level. And so I say, hey,
right,
go follow. Or you'll see me sharing your music. You'll see me putting it on the spotlight. You'll see me doing that flyer where it's artist spotlight artist of the week. That draws a lot of attention. I'm gonna tell you something about that flyer, the spotlight artist of the week. I don't come out there and I always say anything, Chris, but on the back end of that thing, that one artist for 1 week, it reaches. I've had some 80,000. I'm not lying. 70,000, 60,000, and then you go sit here and you have the audacity to not give the respect to the person that's spotlighting you. What's wrong with you saying, hey, Lady CoCo, thank you for that spotlight? Because
right,
just maybe didn't nobody know who you were and they see this flyer floating around. Oh, that person is spotlight of the week. Who is that putting them on the spotlight?
right.
So
And
when we can come
now they're gonna
together,
look for your music.
yes,
Right,
when we can come together and make it possible for Southern Soul can go somewhere. But when we can constantly fight against each other and tear each other down, but this is the thing that we got right there, we're not gonna make it. So we have to put ourselves in a seat like you, and you say this very proudly and strongly. I can hear it in your spirit. My name don't belong on nothing but a tombstone.
that's it. That's
Did y'all
it.
hear that? I hope all y'all heard what he said. Yeah, I
That's
hope
it.
y'all heard it. And don't take it the wrong way. And that comes with maturity. You have to be a mature individual to sit and say, hey, this is where my name belongs. It don't belong on your list. You might have an award show, but my name don't have to be on your list.
No, if it's there, I appreciate it. If it's not there, I still appreciate it. At the end of the day, it's supposed to be about the music, not about all the drama, not about all the foolishness. It's supposed to be about the music. And then a lot of people actually start knocking a lot of these artists for some of the stuff they record and the music and all that. Let me tell you something. I, I enjoy a lot of the music, and at the same time, is very entertaining to me.
Yes.
So I don't knock no artist, for your hustle because you might not be a great singer, but you might come out with a song and everybody might like that thing. Everybody gonna be jamming and they're gonna be like, man, and every time it comes on, that it makes that person smile. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because a lot of songs in Southern Soul, it don't be no great singing, but when it comes on, it makes me smile. I get happy and man, look, I'll be happy and I start dancing. And they be and some other people they be like, man, you actually like that? Yup. I sure do. So I don't knock nobody in the music because at the end of the day, if that was put on your heart to go record, man, look, do what you do. That's on you. You know,
Exactly right.
I ain't hating on nobody.
But
On
now
nobody hustle.
hold on. See, the thing about it is now we might be dancing to it and say, "Man, you like that girl? You like it? Yeah, I like it." But you ain't gonna get on no show. But we're gonna keep liking it though. You ain't gonna get.
Right, right. You know, but hey, you be surprised though. In Southern Soul, I'm going to tell
Yeah.
you this. It's in Southern Soul. That's the ones who get on the shows because I look at this music industry, especially in Southern Soul, in a totally different way. A lot of people ask what's more important, uh, your vocal ability, can you sing, or entertaining. Now, to each his own. To each his own. They might have an artist like my boy, like my brother Jeter said. You know, Jeter said when he go do a show, he have his heating pad and all that ready, and I know why. You know, because he transforms. You know, I remember when me and Jeter done a show together years and years ago, and that was our first show together in Ringo, Louisiana, and that show was like almost over 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh-huh.
we've been doing this for a long time. Jeter sat in the corner by himself, quiet, quiet, quiet. He ain't talk to nobody, no nothing. But when you put that mic in his hand, he
Yeah.
transformed.
Yeah. He
You know,
transformed.
you know what I'm saying. So every artist got their own way, their own thing. Another example, you'll see Calvin Richardson. You'll never see Calvin on the stage, you know, doing half of the stuff Jeter doing, not even half. He
Mm-hmm.
walk around in flat foot sing. That's what he do. Now everybody got their own thing in their own way. Don't never knock an artist for what they do. That might not be his thing to get up there and shake his behind all over the stage. That's not his thing. Does that make him? Does that mean he's not a good performer? Absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely, that's just not his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So to me, every artist individually have something different they can bring to the table. Every
Absolutely.
artist,
I mean, it's just that simple. And so that's what I'm saying. You know, Southern Soul is open, so you can come as you are. You come as you are. You bring what you got. But I say this: whatever you bring, you better make sure you bring it right. You bring it right, and
right?
you come with it right. Let's go to this right here, since we're speaking on the artist. What's your take when it comes to performing on stage with your attire? What attire is acceptable to you?
Well, I've seen it all.
Yeah,
Uh,
I've seen it all.
I've seen it all, but I would say if you go into a show with an outside venue, I ain't dressing up for an outside venue because
Mm-hmm,
you got to dress appropriately for the occasion because it's gonna be hot out there. But
mm-hmm,
if you know you're gonna be inside, and 9 times out of 10, you do grown folk music. So if you're doing grown folk music, why not dress appropriately for the occasion? You know, if you're doing grown folk music, you know, if you go into a barbecue, I could see you going out there and somebody book you to go perform at a barbecue. You know, maybe you might put on a t-shirt and some tennis shoes and jean or whatever to go to the barbecue. But if you
mm-hmm.
go into to an event like they might have at an arena or civic center or something like that, you know, I don't think that's appropriate for you to go there in a t-shirt and some jeans and a baseball cap, you know, to go perform and represent yourself in front of these people. You know, of course, some people just believe like what the Bible said. They come as you are. You know, so
Baby,
they believe
Lord,
they believe I'm going to the store and everything like that.
fix it, Jesus. You ain't lying. Let me tell you something though. I was just at the Blues is All Right tour. And I was
Right.
really curious how the artists were gonna come. I really was curious because I've never been to one at all. And so this was inside, you know, here at the arena. So I saw Pokey. When I saw Pokey come in, and Pokey had on his Sunday's best, I'm like,
Right.
okay. He because sometimes I've seen him come with his shorts and stuff on. You know, he just get on stage and do what he do. But he was ready, like he was getting ready to go to church. I ain't lying, he was ready. Then I saw Librato. Librato was dressed like he was getting ready to go to like a Sapphire after 5. He was good.
Mhm.
J1 came on. He had on his J1 attire with his group. So West Love, she looked good too. So they all came just apart. But the books
Right.
is all right. They all came
Right.
just apart. Now I have gone to some shows where I've seen ran over tennis shoes dirty. I've seen
Right.
old t-shirts stretched out from the wash machine or dryer. I don't know, faded. I've seen that. I've seen shorts that didn't look right. So I would say this to all artists that's performing. Wherever you're performing, as Chris said right now, make sure you dress the part. Even if you're
Right.
going to a barbecue, don't go to a barbecue looking dingy and dirty. Don't do
Right.
it. Now, if it's your family and you're going to your family's barbecue, you I guess go ahead, come at you out for real.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you like what my dad used to tell us all the time. You gotta feel like money before you get money.
Uh-huh.
If that makes sense. You
It
you
makes
gotta
a lot
feel
of
like
sense.
money before you get money. So actually, when you walk into a venue, even if nobody know you, they automatically should know that you're somebody important from when you walk in.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
because of how you dress and how you carry yourself.
That's
But if
right.
but if you walk in and you just blend up with everybody else because of what everybody else got on, or they looking at you like they say, why you got that on? You might be at the wrong place. Maybe you might just be at the wrong place.
Maybe at the wrong place. Yes, yes, yes.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't wait until you have all of this money. Now you want to walk around and you want to dress the part because you got the money. No, you got to feel like a star before you get the money.
You have absolutely right. And you can go to the Salvation Army, some of those secondhand stores, and get that stuff them other people got on the racks. They only wore it a couple of times and go spend $5, $2 for a shirt and some shorts and come on out of there looking all right. People still do
Right,
secondhand shopping all day, every day, because they ain't trying to spend all their money on no clothes. So it's out there where you can make yourself look presentable. So to all artists
right,
out there, whether you Southern soul music, gospel, what else is it? Zydeco trail rides. Make yourself look presentable.
right.
Coming to these different shows and events, please, because our people know how to come out clean. I mean, you can find
Right.
a homeless man out there. He can still make sure he wash his face. He'll have on
True.
something decent, and he pushing that basket around trying to sell something that he done stole. But he gonna still look pretty.
Right. That's true.
So most definitely, we need to do the same thing. So see, right, I'm gonna play one of your songs. This man right here, you all, he has raw talent. If you all don't know who he is, he told y'all earlier. He's telling you all what he's all about. K9, how you doing? Welcome to the Lady CoCo Show. Cheryl Jackson, all the way from LA, is on here. Welcome to the Lady CoCo Show. Mr. Frazier, I see you guys in here. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm gonna play one of his songs and then we're gonna come right back. We're not going off. I'm not doing commercials. Let y'all hear a little bit of something. This man right here. That's when I get up and go party songs if I see right.
Yeah, some
If y'all
Zydeco
like it,
music
y'all
there.
can let him know.
Some trail
What is
ride
it called,
music.
Chris?
Drop it low. That's some trail ride Zydeco
Drop
music.
it low, trail rap. Y'all like it? Let him know. I can't turn it up too loud because I don't want to mess up this show. Can you hear it, see?
I can hear it.
Hold on. Let y'all hear a little bit. So I made my way across the room. Then I grabbed your hand. Then I said to you, baby, can I drop it low with you? Make it do what you do. Because I declare. Let's talk about the trail ride song. How long have you been off into trail ride? Let's talk about that.
Well, this like we talked about earlier. A lot of people just get into stuff and like you said, well, oh, I'm gonna do a trail ride song, but they don't know nothing about the culture. That's just like a lot of people that are here doing a lot of swing out music, swing out songs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do they know about the culture? See, over
Right.
here, that's what we do here.
Mm-hmm.
We do a lot of. That's all they have here is trail ride, Zydeco dances,
Mm-hmm.
chicken runs. So they do a lot of that stuff here. So Zydeco is real big in this area. In this area, they have T Frank, Lil Nate, J Paul is in Texas. You know, so that's all they have in here is Zydeco music. So to
Mm-hmm.
me, you know, I listen to a lot of the music that's going on, and my producer was like, "Man, you know what? We need to do a couple of those trail ride songs so they can start playing them at the trail rides." You know what I'm saying? So you, like I was telling you earlier, I don't want to put myself in the box.
Right.
I
That's
want to
right.
be everywhere. So whatever they hear that song in one of those trail rides and be like, you know, we need to bring this guy and let him come perform at the trail ride. You need to have some bullets to put in your gun for everything,
Mm-hmm.
for
And
everything.
that's a good trail ride song. That's a really, really good trail ride song. I didn't know you had the trail ride song. But let
Yeah,
me
and
ask you,
actually
let
that
me ask
song
you
has
a
a
question.
line dance and everything to it.
Oh,
And
really?
actually, we're gonna be shooting a video for that song June 9th. We're gonna be shooting a video for that song June 9th, and that song has a line dance and everything to it.
I didn't know anything about this video until right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be June 9th. We're gonna be shooting a video for that
So
song.
is this video for the community, or you have a selective people you want in the video?
Now
Is it open
it's
to the
going well a lot of times it's for the community and whoever will want to come.
public? Mhm.
I normally invite whoever want to come participate and be a part of it. But they have by the bod shop that created the line dance and stuff for this song. They're gonna actually be a part of the video, actually doing the
Okay.
line dance with us in the song. You know, it's a very talented young guys and women who actually come up with these line dances and stuff like that. So, you know, it's gonna be something that everybody can enjoy and love, and it can start spreading for a lot of people to get involved in it. You know, a lot of trail ride groups. You know, a lot of people been hitting me up about this song. The song actually becoming popular in a lot of different areas. So I've been getting a lot of good positive feedback for that
Yeah,
song.
yeah. I think this year is gonna really, really, really hit hard with trail riding. They've been talking about trail riding like so much now. You know, it's almost taking over Southern soul music. Even though they're saying, okay, trail ride is part of Southern soul, it's not. That's two different things. I mean, it could be a
Yeah, it
part of the
is.
genre, but it's two. So listen. Let's not get it twisted. If you are a trail ride lover, it's hot. It
Right,
is it's really, really hot. I mean, that's where they're wearing the boots, the hats, the jeans, the Daisy Dukes, all that stuff, the t-shirts. They're wearing all that stuff. I think
right,
they're even going back to the scarves. Back in the day, they had the scarves around the neck. I see a lot of that coming back also.
right,
So that's going to be very, very hot. You got a lot of people love trail ride. You got some people that don't, but it is really, really kind of taking over. It is. So
right.
I'm gonna play that song one more time so you all can hear the trail ride right here. Is that it's pretty hot. See right, y'all. Louisiana, y'all. It must feel good to you, baby, to know that I've been watching you. Yeah, I got my eyes on you, baby. And it surely feels good to me, baby, to know that you've been watching me too. So, just in case y'all don't know what trail riding is, because some people ask the question, like, what is trail ride? So, that is trail ride right there. That music right there, you see them out there. They have those line dances. It's so many line dances to make your head spin. And so, I
Right.
can't wait. I can't wait to see yours. Now, and they're saying they like it, they love it, they're giving you fire and all of that. So, shout out to see right. Y'all liking that. What is this? Trail ride in Zydeco. Yes, yes. What about Zydeco with you, Chris?
That
It's
when you
about
think of Zydeco, you think of accordion. So that
mhm.
instrument that they got in that song is a accordion in that song. So to me, there's no Zydeco music without accordion.
Without it.
Yeah,
Okay.
without the accordion, and you know that's kind of big, that's real huge in this area. You know, with
Hmm.
Chris Hardaway, you know, Lil Nate, J. Paul, you know, Curly Taylor, and the list goes on. Leon Chambers, they have a lot of lists, a big long list of Zydeco artists in this area. So Zydeco is real huge in Louisiana. It's
Right,
real
right.
huge in
There's
Louisiana.
another guy. He sings Zydeco also. What is his name? I think you guys are friends. I see his face. He's a little bit older, but he has a really, really nice voice. Shoot, what is his name? He was just at the wedding over the weekend with Big Baby. What is that man's name? How did I forget
They
his?
got a bunch of them now. They got a
No,
bunch of them.
you guys are friends. Kenny Wayne.
Yeah, Kenny Wayne, he did that "Riding Like a Cowboy" song,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
it was pretty hot. Matter of fact, I talked to him. I call him Uncle Kenny. I talk to him
Uh-huh.
all the time. You know what I'm saying? And he's that's a real solid brother. And you know,
Yes,
he gives me a lot of positive advice in this music industry. You know, he calls and checks up on me, makes sure everything good. And you know, to me, coming from a artist that's been in the game as long as he's been in the game, you know, just for him to call and check on me, you know, I appreciate that. You know,
absolutely.
and me and his son used to be on the road a lot with me and his son in GQ.
Hmm.
You know, before GQ passed,
Oh,
we used to,
G2 passed away, right?
yes, ma'am. You know, his son used to be on the road with us all the time. And matter of fact, his son actually used to do a lot of mixing and mastering for the music for me and GQ back in the day. So you know, yeah, he's been around for a long time. That's a real solid brother, and he always give strong positive advice, and he gonna keep it real with you. You know, if you think it ain't good, it ain't good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He gonna tell you it ain't good, and I appreciate stuff like that. You know,
Hmm.
so to
Hmm.
me, you want somebody who gonna be honest with you, but at the same time, they also gonna give you some positive feedback with the other feedback to let you know what you can do to try to better your craft.
Right,
You know,
right.
so
Kenny
I
Wayne
appreciate
he's
that.
really good. I met him a couple of years ago. I was hosting the Meridian Awards show, and he performed down there. So he's really, really good. You know, I've spoken to him on the phone several times, but Q, I interviewed him, and maybe like 5 or 6 months after I interviewed him, he passed away. I saw it on Facebook. I'm like, no, 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 I think I interviewed this guy. So I
You
went back
did.
through my little colleague, and I did, right? I
Yeah,
interviewed
I
him.
remember that. I remember
I
you
went back
interviewed him.
and looked through my stuff, and I'm like, yes. And so he still come up in my memory all the time. Something with Q. He could really
Right.
sing too. He was a good artist. So rest in peace to him. Very young man, but he was very, very talented. Very
Yeah,
talented guy.
very talented. Very talented. Gone way too soon. Way too
Yeah,
soon.
way too
It's
soon.
a good
So let's
brother.
actually see where do you go from here? I know I'm gonna play a couple of more of your songs, but you've been out there for a little bit. So where do you see yourself going in this music thing?
Uh, hopefully, you know, of course, it's always the ultimate goal is to do music full time. It's always the ultimate goal. Uh, just recently, I finally got my band back together. So we've
Oh, great.
been having some rehearsals
Congratulations.
and you know getting that rolling. And we actually have our first gig coming up in July. Uh,
Okay.
so it's just time to get back out there with the band and to do what we do best. Of course, I'm gonna have my little brother with me too on doing a lot of that stuff. Rich Wright, who he's an artist also that's doing Southern soul music. So man, we're gonna get out there and just have fun, man, and enjoy ourselves. You know, people taking a lot of this stuff way too serious, and life is
Mm-hmm.
way too short for a lot of
Hmm.
that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? So if you get out there and you just start having fun and enjoying yourself, you know, everything gonna come. The money, all of it's gonna come. But you know,
Yes.
you gotta solely be doing this first because you love it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, if you feed your passion gonna feed your pocket. You
Exactly.
know,
Say that
that's just how
again.
it
Say it
goes.
again. Say that again.
If you feed your passion gonna feed your pocket. You got to do it solely because you love it. If you're only doing it because you're chasing money, what's gonna happen when the money don't come?
Absolutely.
You know, then
Absolutely.
you're gonna want to quit. So go out there and enjoy yourself. Go out there and enjoy yourself. Enjoy making these people smile.
Enjoy making these people feel good about your music. And then after
Exactly.
that, everything else gonna come. It's
Mm-hmm,
gonna
mm-hmm.
come.
Let me ask you this question. When you're not known in the area and a promoter asks you to come and do a promo, but they're going to give you something like they'll take care of your airfare, possibly maybe take care of your gas or whatever, and you feel like it's a go for you to go to that area and become known. What's your take on a promo show?
I think promo shows are necessary, but it needs to be what it is. A lot of people got their own definition of a promo show. I don't mind going to do a promo show, especially if I ain't had nothing planned and I ain't doing nothing and it ain't costing me nothing.
Mm-hmm.
If it ain't costing me, what is going to hurt me to go share some of my music in that area that nobody really don't know my music in? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, a promo show is when that promoter calls and say, "Hey man, I would like for you to come perform out here," But of course, they always got to throw the line in there. Right now I'm kind of tapped out on my budget, or I done paid my people already. That's understandable. But if you
Yeah.
pay for me to get there, you pay for to house me while I'm there. I'm fine. I'm
Mm-hmm.
fine. To me, that's a promo show. But if I gotta pay my own way to go there, and I gotta get my own room when I'm going there, I'm paying to go perform.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm doing. Even
Mm-hmm.
though you ain't actually physically giving them money, to say, man, I'm gonna give
Yeah.
you $300. Let me get on the stage. You don't win pay to go perform.
Yes.
So to me, is what you feel your self worth is.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, before I do that, I can put on a uniform and
That's
go to
right.
work. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, and actually make money versus going run around and you asking me to go perform for nothing, for absolutely nothing at all. That just don't make sense. You got to make it make sense.
Absolutely. Well, see, here's the thing today. If if the artist asks to be on a show, which I think a lot of times, you got to be very careful with asking to be on the show.
Now that's a whole different story.
Yeah,
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 if you ask to get on that show, you gonna get what you asked for. You asked to get on the show, and if they ain't got nothing to pay you, you asked for that. But if they call you, and at least you're responsible for at least getting that artist there, taking care of that artist housing while you're there. Put them in a nice hotel somewhere. Stuff that's the least you can do, and that's
right.
respectable. But if I call you and I ask you to get on the show, I'm getting exactly what I asked for.
You
I didn't call that and say
SOL.
I didn't call that and say, "Hey, Lady CoCo, can you give if I give you $500 or can you give me $500?" Now I'm explaining myself. Now at that point you can tell me, no, I ain't got no money to give you, but you can come perform free. But if you call next to get on the show and just say, "Hey, can I get on that show?" A lot of people get fascinated with flyers. What are you fascinated with flyer for? To see your picture on there? You that excited just to see your picture on the flyer with some
Yeah,
other artists and go perform? What is that doing for your house?
nothing.
My
Nothing.
point
Now,
exactly.
here's another thing. When you put yourself on the show and you know you weren't on the show, now you got to put your picture next to the flyer. See, that promoter is not even willing to put you on the flyer. So that's when you
Right,
know a lot of times that you have called that promoter and asked to be on that show. So you have to be very careful because people pay attention to everything. Now, if you call that promoter and say, "Hey, I'm trying to get myself out there. I would love to come to your show. Do you mind, me opening up the show?" And they say yes. Okay, if they really want you to come, they're going to put you on there somewhere. You might be a little bitty, but they're going to put you
right,
on their flyer where you don't have to take a flyer and put your picture next to it. I see a lot. I'm going to tell you something. I see a lot of females, thirsty females that does this. I don't see too many male artists doing that. I see a
right,
lot of thirsty women out here doing it. They'll take that flyer and call the promoter and say, "Can I get on the show?" Now, that promoter is not saying, "Hey, I'm going to add you to my flyer." Now, you got to take that flyer and add your picture. Go sit down somewhere and keep working. Let somebody call your raggedy behind and tell you, "Hey, girl, I'm gonna call you for my next show." But
right.
a lot of these females are so desperate, and this is why a lot of them don't get booked. They rather book you men a lot of times than to book the women. It's okay. Oh yeah, they just want to book the men, book the men. It's not so much they just want to book the men. They're watching how we as women act. Don't nobody want no cat fight on their show. Know
Right.
that. You know,
Right.
men know how to come. And I ain't saying these men is perfect because we got some out there act like little girls too. Just flat out,
True.
they act like little girls. But at the same token, they're not coming to no show to fight. They come to show their talent. That's what they're coming to do. Most men, if you book them on a show, they come to show their talent because they want to get booked
Right.
again. They do. But to the ladies out there that's calling the promoters when they see a flyer, as soon as you see a flyer, you want to call, or you see somebody you know on the show, say, hey, can you get me on there? Call the promoter, say, yeah. They can get on there and open up. Now you got to go stick your picture next to the flyer. Sit down and wait until it's your turn. Let
Right.
somebody book you. You know, just keep doing some karaoke until you get yourself registered.
Right.
Whatever you
That's
got to
true.
do. I mean, seriously, like don't make yourself look so desperate to be out there on a add-on flyer. That's
You
what it
you
is,
you
an
you
add-on.
you gotta know your worth, and you gotta move accordingly. And I say that because promoters, a lot of them all talk to each other.
Yes, they do.
They all talk to each other. So you gotta do things right and move accordingly. For the simple fact that with them talking to each other, if you constantly running, doing shows just to get on the fly, how you think you ever gonna get booked? Especially at the price that you choosing to get booked at. How you gonna get that if you're constantly
That's
moving and
right.
running around for free? Because you know you gonna talk to somebody and say, "Oh, you had such and such on your show. That artist was pretty good. How much they charge you to book? Oh no, she came over here and done a promo show, or he came
Mm-hmm.
do a promo show. How much you paid? Well, I ain't done nothing. So you know what? So the next time that didn't motivate that person to book you and pay you.
That's
They're
right.
gonna see if they can pull the same number just to fill up the card. Just to fill
Exactly
up the
right.
card. That's exactly
Yes.
what's gonna happen. So to me, I don't turn on a bunch of stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't turn on all kind of stuff like that. I had a promoter call me and wanted me to go to Atlanta for $200 from Louisiana. No, no, not paying for no travel, no nothing. They say, man, I can pay you $200 to come to Atlanta. Man, I can make more than that and put on a uniform and go somewhere for 2, 3 hours and make that with my eyes closed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It got to make sense, and not just
It's
that.
got to make sense.
As an artist, to me, that's a slap in the face. You got to know your work. You got to move accordingly. If you constantly moving just to get on the fly and just to be seen, that's all people gonna know you for.
Or
Because
just
trust
to
me,
be
they're gonna talk.
an add-on, just to be an add-on. I look at it this way: when the flyer is already put together, unless it's worth getting on there, leave it alone. Now, if you get on there and it's worth it, then get on. But if
Right,
it's not worth it, leave that flyer alone. But some of them, it is worth saying, okay, yeah. I'll let them come. I'll do this, that, and the other. And then that person is, let's say you got a manager too, and your manager can get you added on. That's going to be different than you yourself getting you added on. Because if you got a good manager, your manager is going to see who's on that show, where that show is at. If they see you, somebody else gonna call you from that add-on.
right,
Versus
right,
you out there just doing all this by yourself, you making yourself look very desperate. So you have to be careful how you running your business, how you crafting and branding yourself. You got to be very careful of it. You do.
right.
So y'all, let me play you a couple of more songs. This is C Right. I'm enjoying this conversation tonight. Here we go. Y'all let us know if y'all like this music. See right all the way from Louisiana. We almost done with this show. Cheryl Jackson, where you at? Here's your Zydeco artist. Cheryl Jackson is from Louisiana. Los Angeles, California. She loves Zydeco. If I wanna get with a woman like you tonight, I'ma tell you that I'm going deep, baby. I'm gonna tell you that I'm going deep. I'm a hell of a man. Cheryl says she listened to the music. That's a promoter from LA. You like to go real fast. I like to go real slow. One time, and when you on time now, it's like a rodeo. Listen, Sing, sing.
I'm gonna tear it up. So what you gonna do? I have to tear it up. So what you gonna do? I'm gonna tear it up now. What you gonna do? I have to tear it up.
They're saying they love your music.
I appreciate it.
There's no turning back. Baby, ain't no turning back. Oh, Lord. If I wanna get with a woman like you tonight.
That's that Louisiana cornbread fed, y'all. C Right is doing it. C Right. All of this is C Right. We gotta let y'all hear it. G&G Next Level Entertainment product over here.
I fell in love with a country girl, y'all. She was the finest thing I ever seen.
Come on, C.
I fell in love with a country girl, y'all. Oh yeah. She had me feeling all her energy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The way she moves, I can tell that she's showing them how to work it.
What's that?
She dropped it down to the floor. Oh my Lord, show them how to work it. Go get it, get it, get it, get it now. Come on, go work it, work it, work it, work it out. Get low. Go get it, get it, get it, get it now. That's right. Go work it, work it, work it, work it out. Oh, I see you out there. I can tell that she's showing them how.
He too young for this kind of music, y'all. He just too young for this.
No, 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 no.
Man. This is all C Right tonight. I'm gonna give y'all a couple more because I want y'all to hear it all. Let me see. You sent me 5, right?
Uh-huh.
Keep on.
Knocking.
Send me
That's it.
Get Loose. C Right. Get Loose. Sure, Jackson said it sounds good. Here we go, yo. I want y'all to hear it. That's R&B, right? That's your R&B side.
There's a little bit of everything, yeah.
Very talented, y'all. Very talented. C Right. So now, this is C Right. I got a couple more songs, but I told him I was going to challenge him tonight. And I hope he's ready because Cheryl J Promotion is on here from LA. She says she's loving the music. So he's going to give us 2 songs a cappella. I don't know what 2 songs he's going to do. But when he do these 2 songs, I need y'all to rate his own natural voice on the scale of 1 to 10. I want to see all 10s because his voice is amazing. So see, when you're ready, let's do it.
All right. I had some time to think about the mistakes that I made. I had some time to draw up a blueprint
on how to build myself up to be a better man. See, I'm tired of being lonely, coming home to an empty house. Next time around is gonna be different. And I vow to give my all to you. Girl, I've made some wrong decisions, but this time, girl, I'm willing just to do all the things to make it right. No more pride. I can't lie. See, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to fall in love again. I'm ready to fall in love again. There you go.
All right, that was one. Look like you got all tens over there. You got a 20. Okay, you got a 20 and all tens. Miss Carolyn Ross, Teresa Robinson. And here's the thing. You have Dallas, Texas listening to you. You have Maryland. You have Louisiana. You have Georgia. You got people from all over the world listening to you. I'm trying to see where else. We got Florida in here. All over the world is listening to you. So, all right, that was the first one. You got all tens. Let's go.
I'm gonna do a little Glenn Jones.
Okay.
Love has a mind of its own. I said it comes at the strangest time. Somehow it takes control. You try, but it won't let you go. No matter what you do or where you go, love's got a hold to say it can be better. The second time around, since you came in my life, everything nice been floating on a cloud. You've been more than a lover. You are my friend, and with you by my side, I know that I can win. Here I go again. Feels just like the very first time. Yeah. Cause girl, you know you blow my mind. Yeah, yeah. Again. There you go. What's wrong,
wait,
Coco?
wait a minute. Okay, I see all tens and all right now. Wait a minute. I think it's real good. I think we need one more.
Oh Lord.
We need one more. Let me see. Okay, you said you came from the gospel genre. Give us a gospel song.
Okay,
He's singing, y'all. I mean, he's singing. That's Flatfoot singing. I love it when y'all come on here and y'all can do acapella. I love that. Who was that? DJ Flavor. What's up?
let's see, mm, I don't know, Coco.
What about give us a blues song?
Okay. I told the fellas that I would never have just friends. I said, guys, I'm gonna die, the number one player, and I don't know where. It ain't so easy to do. So to all, say all I told it to, yeah, I lied. Yes, I did, cause I lied. Huh. I done slipped and fell in love. I found me a good thing. She knows how to make me feel good. I lied. I done slipped and fell in love. I, I said, guys, we'll be chasing women until the end of time. Three old cats that know right where it's at. And I don't know where, whoever I told it to, yeah, I lied. Yes, I did, cause I lied. Oh, cause I found me a good thing. She knows how to make me feel good. I lied. She right done slipped and fell in love. I lied. Yeah, I lied. There you go, Coco.
Yes, sir. Baby, that is C right. Now, you know, I thought you was gonna tell me when we went live, like, Coco, I ain't about to do no acapella, but he told me he was gonna do it, and you did it. You did it,
In life, you only got a word, Coco.
huh?
In life, you only got a word.
You on that's right. And man, listen, let me tell you something. This man right here, this man can flatfoot sing. Now, I've only played a couple of his songs tonight, just a couple. He got so much music. If you don't know who we call him C Wright, but if you don't know who Chris Wright is, go to YouTube, go to all digital platforms, and y'all can pull him
Right,
up. He got so much music, and go follow him on his page. Go share his information. This is what I tell y'all to do. When I know it's a good artist, when I know somebody they mean well and they appreciate the support, I'm going to tell you to go follow. A lot of times, if you don't hear me say go follow, you can do it on your own. I'm not going to tell you to, oh, Lady Coco. No. This brother right here, we were just at the Spring Fling about 4 weeks ago. I didn't
right.
see him, but he saw me. And he was like, Lady Coco. See, and see, I'm gonna tell you, that happens to me a lot of times. I go places like while we was at the Spring Fling, I was looking for Jay. That's what I was looking for, and I couldn't find him. So while I was walking around looking for him after I saw you, everybody was saying Lady Coco. Like, I don't know who they were, but they knew me.
Right,
So we took pictures, and I saw the pictures floating around. So a lot of people I don't know, but they know me from sitting in this seat,
right,
doing what I'm doing. Now, I don't do interviews, see, like I was doing. I used to do them every Tuesday. It used to be every Tuesday, Thursday, but I kind of pulled back a little bit. And like I said, to a lot of people, if the interview is meaningful, I'm going to sit down and still do the interview. So, I love your music. I love what you do. I love the way you carry yourself as a brother. And even tonight, you're sitting here with your truth, speaking on it. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to always remember out of this interview. My name don't supposed to be on nothing except for a tombstone. That's where it belongs when it's time. I would
facts.
say this to you all that heard this interview. Don't take that the wrong way. When you get yourself in position where you're grown and mature and you understand life, you can say that too. That my name only belongs on the tombstone. On a tombstone when it's time.
Right,
These award shows and these different lists that they have going out there, it's really not relevant because it causes the artists to reflect in a way against each other that they're not supposed to. And I want to say this too, Chris, while I'm on here. This has nothing to do with you. I have a show. It's called the People's Choice Awards, and it's a social media platform that I do. I canceled that show. I canceled it because I said this. If they're going to get out here and keep fussing and fighting against each other, there's no reason for me to say, oh, this artist versus that artist. Let me
right,
just play your music. I'm going to play your music like I've always done. And you can't say, oh, Lady Coco did the People's Choice and they was on there voting and voting and voting. And she know that person wasn't supposed to win. So what I'm going to do is a favor to all of you artists out there that's under the sound of my voice. I'm going to keep playing your music, but I canceled that show. I'm smart enough to do that because
right,
it's artists like yourself deserve to be on shows, deserve to get booked all the time. And there's some out there don't even deserve to put one toenail on a stage, but they're out there.
right,
That came from Lady Coco show. Your toenail
right.
don't
I hear you. Not one toenail.
Just one toenail don't need to be on stage, but they're putting them on there anyways. So y'all
Right.
go. I said it and I said it and I meant it and I don't take it back when I said it. So see, right? I'm looking forward to seeing you real soon. I appreciate you for coming on here again 1 year later. You didn't even know it was 1 year later, but it's 1 year later. Well, you probably did because you won last year
Right.
around the
Yeah.
same
I,
time. It
I,
was
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I want to tell you something, man. When I tell you I love your music, I really do because it's so clean and it's good. Like you got that Zydeco, and then you got that soulful voice, then you got your R&B, then you got your Southern soul. You don't have a lot of artists out there that have a different range of music, but you do. So to all promoters that's on here, to all promoters that might see this interview, give them your booking information.
The book she write.
Yes,
You
the
can
books.
give me a call at 703-731-5596. Again, that's 703-731-5596, or it can be 337-354-6062. Again, that's 337-354-6062.
Is
Give
this
me a call
directly?
anytime. I'll come turn it up. I'll come turn it up real quick.
Is
You
that
want some
is that
real soulful singing? I'm down with it.
is that information directly to you, or is that
Well,
your manager?
the first number is for my manager. The second number is to me.
Okay, what's the first number again?
The first number is 703-731-5596.
And the second number one more time?
It's 337-354-6062.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to say to the people before we leave? Just give them a little bit more of see right, and then we're gonna get out of here.
I appreciate everybody who been supporting me with this music. I've been doing music for a long time. I do music because I love it. Solely because I love it. I'm probably gonna do music till I'm dead and gone. Uh, so it ain't a money thing for me. When the blessing comes, the blessing comes. And sometimes when you're not expecting a blessing, the blessing be far greater. So to me, I do music because I love it. That's something that a gift that God gave me, and I'm just humble and appreciative to give back, to give it back. So that's all I really have. I'm an artist out here that's just ready to work.
Absolutely. Where are your next upcoming shows?
Well, actually, I'm leaving Friday morning to go to Richmond, Virginia. I'll be in Richmond, Virginia this weekend. Next weekend, I'll be in Staunton, Virginia. Next weekend, I'll be back
Okay.
in Virginia again. And then the beginning of June, I'll be back in Richmond again for the beginning of June. So I have a few things coming up that's moving. I also have a few gigs too that's coming up with the band that didn't book me in the band. So we moving, we making some progress. You know, uh, taking things one day at a time and
Mhm.
just being grateful, just being grateful. Sometimes you just you gotta know how to remain humble. Through a lot of things, and that's when the blessing comes. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at this point.
Well, I'm waiting to see you also. You missed one June 16th, Father's Day weekend.
I'm coming.
Where you gonna be?
Yeah, I'm coming. June 16. I'm sorry, June 16. Yes, I will be in Dallas, Texas.
You gonna be
I will
where?
be there in Dallas, Texas. I will be in Dallas, Texas, June 16th. My bad. I will be there, and we're gonna turn. We're gonna turn up. We're gonna turn up. We're
Yes.
gonna turn up.
Do you know some of the artists on that show?
Yes, I do know some of the artists on that show. I know actually one of them from that same area I'm from.
Who was that?
So the female artist that's on the show,
Oh
uh,
yeah, I forget her name. Yeah, yeah,
she
yeah.
she's she's from Lafayette.
She sings
Yep,
something about chocolate or cookies or something. She sing. You got
yep.
low key
She's
country on there.
who's that?
Low key country.
Yeah, oh, that's my brother. He coming to with his boots on. He coming up there with his boots on.
Yes, you got
He wanted
Donnie
to ride
Ray.
him with his boots on. And Mario Smith, I
Yeah,
saw Mario
Mario
on there,
Smith.
and
Uh-huh.
Volton.
And Volton Wright is on there.
Volton is a singing brother too, man. Y'all got, you know what I noticed though?
What?
Y'all got some singers on that show.
Yes.
Y'all got some
Yes.
singers on that show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be a good one. Get your drink ready. Have your little glass ready. You know, because I'll tell you what, it's going down.
It's going down.
It's
Lady Coco
it's
is
going
hosting
it's
that
going
thing.
down. It's going
I'm
down.
I'm a, I'm a host y'all all the way through.
I already know you're gonna do your thing. That's without words without being said. You know, you gonna take care of business. You know, you
I'm
you
gonna do
you,
my
you
best
gonna
to host because there's so many men on there. It's
right.
one female performing and there's one female host. That's myself. So I got to come with my A game.
Oh, yeah, you gonna take care of business. Start the fire, and it's up to the artist to keep it burning. So you gonna start it. You gonna take
Yeah,
care of
that's
business.
right. That's why I'm gonna start the fire. So
That's
listen,
right.
y'all. See right. Man, listen. Keep doing your thing. I'm gonna take them out of here on
Let's
this one
keep
right
on
here.
knocking. Let's keep on knocking.
Who's
Oh
on
yes,
this
Lord.
song?
Me and Cammy Cole.
That's right. So this is my
That's
boy
a
C Right.
it's a bad jam right
GNC
there.
Entertainment. This song is bad, y'all. Listen, I'm gonna say good night to everybody. C Right, thank you so much for coming again to my show, and I can't wait to see you, bro. Show Jackson, all of you all. Teresa Robinson. Who is that? Rufus. Who else I see on here? Oh shoot, I'm trying to see Rosie Benjamin, DJ Flavor, Tenora Smith, the promoter from Dallas, Texas, Carolyn Ross, Dallas, Texas. Let's see who else we got on here. So many of you all. Jane Gentry from New Orleans. Y'all were in here tonight. Thank y'all so much. And I hope everybody shared at least one time. If you didn't share, you still have time to share at least one time. So
Right.
everybody can see who Chris Wright is. You all go follow him on all social media platforms, on all digital platforms for his music under Chris Wright. I'm gonna see Cammy Cole this weekend in Center, Texas.
Yes, Cammy a bad girl.
Yeah. Miss Blanche Simon, all the way from St. Martinville, Louisiana. Have you heard of St. Martinville?
Yes, I actually live right down the road from St. Martinville.
Oh, do you?
St. Martinville is right down the road from Lafayette.
Oh, I'm gonna be there doing the show December 14th.
Well, I'm gonna come check you out. If
Yeah,
I'm in
make
town, I'm
sure.
coming. If I'm in
I'm gonna
town,
be
I'm
there
coming to see you.
for 2 days. I'm gonna be there the 13th, the 14th, no, 13th, 14th, and 15th. I'm gonna be there.
Oh, I'm gonna come and check you out.
You better come
I'm
check me
right down the
out.
road. I'm about maybe 15 minutes from there.
Really?
Yes,
Okay, so we need to talk.
right.
We're gonna,
15
we're
minutes.
gonna talk. We're gonna talk offline. If you're not booked and busy, we need to talk.
Right.
We need to talk. That's gonna be good. I see the lady on here that's doing that show, St. Martinville, Louisiana. I think it's like 7 hours away from me.
Yeah, it's right down the road from me. 15 minutes
15
at
minutes.
most.
Wow. You hear that, Miss Ma'am? The lady that's doing the show, St. Martinville. He said he's 15 minutes away. All right, everybody, good night. See right, good night to you. I'm going to let you say good night to everybody in your own way and listen, not welcome anymore. So good night to everybody. And thank y'all for tuning in to the Lady Coco Show. I'm going to let C Right take us out.
I want to thank everybody for coming in and tuning in tonight. Like Lady Coco said, if I appreciate if y'all go online, see right up, look up the music, you know, follow me on social media. There's a whole lot more to come. If you need some good soulful singing at your next event, book C right. Bring me on down. You won't be disappointed. I appreciate it. Thank you all again for tuning in. Y'all have a blessed night.
Good night, C Right. I see you, bro.
Yes, ma'am.